everybody. Michelle with Triangle Social Media here, coming to you live Wednesday at noon. Social Soundbites with Michelle, interviewing some local or not local business owners so that we can all get to know them a little bit better. And so I am Michelle. I own Triangle Social Media. I help businesses with their social media, whether it's platform management, social media coaching, workshops and events. I'd love to chat if you need some help. Just reach out, Michelle at trianglesocialmedia.com. And so I have my friend Kat. Kat, how are you today?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing great. I would love for
Thank
you to
you.
go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Definitely. Thanks for having me again. My name is Kat Hourani. I am the owner of Kat's Cleaning Services, a residential and commercial cleaning company located here in Apex, between Apex and Hollow Springs. We do serve Apex, Hollow Springs, Cary, the whole triangle area. I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait to have a good time with you.
That's right. And it's just all about chatting, doing like a business builder one-to-one and allowing other people to kind of tune in. Just ignore the outside sounds.
Like you might want to pick it up.
We'll get the message later. But let me ask you this, Kat.
Sure.
What got you into this business, this cleaning business? What inspired you to start this company?
Oh my gosh. Great question. Because so as some of you know, I was in nursing school. I was almost done with nursing. I was supposed to be a registered nurse. Mid-COVID, COVID hit. We were no longer going to hospitals to practice, so I had to stay home with the kids. Kids were doing online schooling, and then I had some like really personal bad events happening, because you know that's how it happens. So I decided to the stethoscope and pick up the mop. And when I first started, I didn't announce it. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't know what I was going. I knew how to clean. That's how I was raised. And so I remember my kids were like, "Mom, what are you doing? Like, what is this?" And it was different. Prior to that, I did not clean before, like professional cleaning. So I took a leap of faith, and here I am. And I remember I landed my first client, and she loved me. She's like, "Oh my God!" Like she had hired. I know, right? So she's like, she hired so many cleaners before, but was never like the way I cleaned the house. And she's like, and that just got me so excited. And I was like, "Listen, I'll give you a good discount if you can just refer me." And so she's like, "Oh, that's easy." So I don't know what she did online. She did something on Facebook, and then here I am, like, "Oh my gosh, I'm making like $100." Even though it was like cheaper. I did not charge her good or enough, but that's how I started. And then little by little, I created my own team, and here I am, and I still love it and very excited. So
amazing. And the power of social media, right?
There you go. And that's exactly, honestly,
and referral marketing, all the things.
That's how I landed my first job. I don't know. It was like some sort of like Facebook group. And so, and then I got my first client, and then that's how she promoted me. It was just social media. Again, the power of social media.
Yes. And it's really a vehicle. The main thing, you build a relationship with that woman, and she was so happy to refer you because she loved you, right? The know, like, and trust factor. So it's all right there in a perfect little story for everybody to learn from a real life experience.
Yes.
So what is a typical day like for you in your business?
I'm sorry?
What is a typical day like for you?
A typical day. Let's say a typical good day, without any issues. A typical good day, I'll wake up in the morning. I try to wake up earlier than my kids. So I wake up between 5:30, 6 o'clock. And that is my time. That's my me time. I like to take my time. I like to meditate. I like just to, be alone a little bit before the kids wake up. And then the kids wake up, and then we'll get ready. I'll take them to school if they have school. And then I'll come back, and then I'll start my day. I check my emails, and then I love seeing my crew in the morning. I don't know if you've probably met some of the ladies that work for us. Awesome, great ladies. So I love seeing them in the morning. We give hugs and kisses every morning. It's kind of childish, but yeah.
No, not at all. I love that.
And I do that before I kind of tackle any complaints or any, any issues that might appear like throughout the day. So I like to start positive. And then whatever happens, happens. So I like to start,
right.
A very positive morning.
That's
and
right.
then after work, I, pick up the kids from school. We go do our sports. I love sports. So we go to the gym and do our thing. And then, the day goes on. And then I'm always answering emails, calls, and texts because that's, it never ends. That's
Right.
the beauty of being an entrepreneur. I can even talk. A businesswoman. So
yes.
yeah.
I know that is a tongue twister. Entrepreneur. It has too many syllables.
Entrepreneur. There you go.
Yeah. So let me ask you about that. So
Sure.
what would you say the strongest or most important thing about being an entrepreneur is to you?
One of the biggest factors is that, I got to write my story. I'm very blessed to be able to do my own thing, to wake up in the morning and design how my day is going. And yes, it's not always pretty. Yes, something happens, I'm the front line. I have to solve my problems. It's just how it is, because it has, being entrepreneur, it has its ups and downs. Yes, I got to write my story and I run my own show, but at the same time, I have to face my own issues. I have to solve problems and etc. So, but I'm okay with it. I'm someone who likes challenges. So I don't think I can do just a regular boring job. I get bored.
Yeah.
So it's okay for me to, to hustle and to struggle. I guess I'm built that way. So I like that. I like the fact that it's like a chocolate box. You just don't know. They have different things. You see different people. You talk to, you just don't know. So, and that's the beauty of it. So. Yeah.
I love your word picture.
Yes. I try. I'm very visual, so I try to visualize things. Yeah. So
I am too. That's good. And so, do you have a client base, like certain area that you reach? Like how far will you go from Apex out?
So we do serve Apex, Cary, Holly Springs. We're very lucky. This area is booming, as we all know. Business is booming, so sometimes we don't have to go to North Raleigh. It depends. If it's like if it's a move in and move out, it's like a one-time type of job. Yeah, we'll go to North Raleigh, Briar Creek area, sometimes even Clayton. But if it's a reoccurring client, we like to keep it local. We like to stay in the Cary, Apex, Holly Springs, Speedway, West Raleigh. So we like to stay in this area. Hopefully for now, until we expand and we make it big, then you just don't know what's going to happen in the future. So
there you go. Then we'll look back at this video and say, I remember when.
I remember when she was just little. She was just
local. Local is powerful. And so I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have like different price points? I guess, does it depend on how big a space is that you're going to clean?
Right. So for residential cleaning, we do focus on the square footage of the house. So again, if you live in the 1,800 square feet, it's going to take us less time to clean the house than someone who lives in the 6,000 square feet home. So time consuming. Right. We're not based by hours, so we're not hourly rated, but we do take in consideration of how long does that house take to get clean. So that's one of the big factors. Also, we do invest in quality products. So you will not see like cheap products with us. We do a lot of green products. I use the same product for my house. And so I always say, listen, it's okay. We'll pay extra for the cleaning products, but as long as I know that, the client is safe and happy, because I use the same, products for my house. Around my kids. So so we use high products. We're not very expensive. We're not, we're right right there with the, in the market, just like most cleaning companies. We're not cheap either. So, but our main goal is to provide you with quality cleaning. And if you're a client of ours, you'll know that we are not done. We're not happy with the job until you're happy. As a matter of fact, we do have 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if we do clean your home and, and something happens and we didn't do a good job, because things do happen. We're not perfect. So we do allow you to call us back. You have 24 hours. Call us back, email us, just say, hey, listen, I'm not satisfied, or the crew missed a couple of spots, couple of areas. So we'll come back and redo it. I've done it myself. I have to go sometimes and redo it. As long as you're satisfied, to me, that's my satisfaction. We don't even charge clients until we're done cleaning and they're happy. Satisfaction is extremely important for us. Yeah.
I love that authenticity and honesty and integrity. I mean, that's so important.
That's my purpose.
I'm showing the website there on the screen so people can connect and find out more.
Definitely.
But before I go, I wanted to ask,
sure.
What kind of advice would you give to an entrepreneur who's either starting out or trying to grow their business? What kind of advice could you give to anyone?
So the main advice is just start. Because if I had to wait, I started at a very rough time. It was COVID. We were not allowed. I wasn't allowed to go to people's homes because, everybody was afraid. It was during COVID. And then the second I start building client list, we went through, the fact that we couldn't find any employees. Nobody, all businesses struggled that way. So you just have to start. You just have to jump and start. Have a plan, but sometimes you can't just plan it and sit and wait. Because if I had to wait, I would have never started. So I worked hard. I mopped day and night. I worked all day long, and I would come home and do the customer service at night, and then the next day I would go start cleaning. So it wasn't easy at all. So that's to me, that's the number one thing. And also number two, people like real people. So I try to stay real. I try. If I need help, I'll ask. I'm involved in the community. I do my best. I love my community. You see me talking about my community all the time. I know my community got me. So if there's, I always say, if I know somebody's struggling in my community, I'll try to reach out. I'll try to, to give back. So just be involved in the community and be real. People like that, and and have fun. Enjoy the journey. Don't just wait for the destination. Enjoy the journey. Definitely.
Every point, an excellent piece of advice. Thank you for sharing that.
You're very welcome.
I want to invite everybody to connect with Kat. Check out her website. If you need cleaning services, residential or commercial, talk with her and just find out what that looks like for you. I think that she'd be a great fit. She's a wonderful person.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And so after we close, Kat, you're going to put your links, maybe your email, phone number, or even your website again, because right here it's not clickable. So put it in the thread of the video, and this way everybody can click through, right, to connect with you.
Definitely. So, yeah. And I'm here. I'll be happy to answer any questions. You're very welcome.
Absolutely. Yes, I appreciate you, and I'll see you at Women in Networking on Tuesday.
Yay. Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.